everything that you gave to us. Our fathers have been killed by the enemy, and now our mothers are widows. We must pay for the water that we drink. We must buy the firewood we need for fuel. We are driven very hard like donkeys all over the world where we are sojourning and working very hard. We are tired. We are not allowed to rest to get food enough to stay alive. We went begging to the zoo called Nigeria and foreign countries. Our ancestors have sinned, no doubt, but now they are gone and we are suffering for their sins. We are ruled by those who are no better than slaves, and no one can save us from their dominance, their power, and also their murderous tendencies. Murderers are now roaming through the countryside of your blessed land of Biafra. We risk our lives when we look for food. Hunger has made us burn with fever until our skin is as hot as an oven. Our wives have been raped on Zion itself. In every Biafran village, our daughters have been forced to submit. Our leaders have been taken and hanged. Our elders are shown no respect. Our young men are forced to grind corn like slaves. Boys go staggering under heavy loads of wood. The old people no longer sit at the city gate, and the young people no longer make music. Happiness has gone out of our lives. Grief has taken the place of our dances. Nothing is left of all we were proud of. We sinned, and now we are doomed. We are sick at our very hearts and can hardly see through our tears, because Mount Zion lies lonely and deserted, and the wild jackals prowl through its ruins. But you, only you, O Chukwokika Biama, you are king forever and will rule to the end of time. Why have you abandoned us? Why have you forsaken your children? Will you ever remember us again? These are the questions we are asking. These are the questions that we crave answers for. Or have you rejected your own inheritance? Is there no limit to your anger? Will you be angry with us forever? Will you allow our Fulani to prevail over your creation? Will you allow those who are uncircumcised, those who don't know your words, those who are not called by your name to prevail over your creation? Because your words are yea and amen, and any time you speak, it must come to fulfillment and to fruition. Therefore, we plead and we ask you to have mercy upon the lives of your children, because we have no other person apart from thee. Bring us back to you, O King of glory, we pray. We ask you to forever abide with us. Please restore our ancient glory, our inheritance. We pray in your holy name that is above every other name. Chukwu okike abịama pụrụ ime ihe niile. Ise. You may sit down. We had to call upon heaven and Mazi to come down to this very earth and to preside over our proceedings. Our people are here gathered, and the rest of mankind is listening rapturously and with every attention. I tell you, they're listening to us. This is the only platform where truth is disseminated, where things are done properly the way it is meant to be done. That is why anything we touch turns into gold. It is very, very unfortunate that three of us cannot be with us today to witness this very epic historical moment. People have predicted that the world should start coming to an end from today. From the 22nd of this month to the 28th, there is a very serious battle going on in heaven between the forces of good and those of darkness. That is why we know that Biafra is coming. This is the period of the double blood moon. This is the period of eclipse. Some of you don't know. You may not witness it, but there's an eclipse happening right now as we speak. Every heavenly force has aligned this very day, 22nd of September. Every planet in heaven has aligned in obedience to the word of the Most High, Chukwukika Biama, that his kingdom will come on this very earth as it is in heaven. That kingdom is Biafra. And there is nothing anybody can do to stop it. It represents the last miracle that can ever come to mankind. That is why we know that Biafra is coming and nothing is going to stop it. Absolutely nothing. Be rest assured. We are going to introduce ourselves in 3 stages. In 3 stages. If you want us to complete it now and get it over and done with, don't say anything. Just your name and your village is fine. Everybody knows we are in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. If you come, you just give us your name and your village and that's it. So we can get through the huge crowd that is here in this very place. I hope all of you will also come to our town hall meeting. Is that correct? When is that happening? When is our town hall meeting? At GI Club after, is it tomorrow or day after tomorrow? Day after tomorrow. Because we need to try and rest. If you are listening and you are in anywhere in Asia, you want to come to Malaysia to be with us on this very historical event. I don't want, when I say JI Club, you think we are going there to go and dance. We are going there to preach the gospel of heaven. The venue of this very wonderful, magnificent town hall meeting we'll be having is at JI Club 470 Jalan Ikwa. Is it always called Jalan Ikwa, is that? My goodness. 51200. I repeat, 51200 Kuala Lumpur. The telephone number to contact should you wish to seek direction to this place is +60 166 533190 +60 166 533190. We are meeting there on the 24th. We are meeting there on the 24th. The time is 2 p.m. prompt. I don't do things late. The only reason why we are coming late today is because of the difficulties we had with connecting our systems, that everybody here will be able to hear us. I don't do things late. 2 p.m. is 2 p.m. So we expect people to start arriving from 12 noon or from 1, so that by 2, the world will be waiting and we kick off. And 2 p.m. that day will be 7 in the morning in Biafra land. Is that correct? So we'll be doing our morning program from there as well. On the 24th, we will come to you live and direct from Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. This is Radio Biafra. Live and direct, of course. Our Asia rep is here, and by protocol, we shall go to him because this is not our normal town hall meeting. He will be able to address humanity. I'm not asking him to read an address. His name and his village. Maybe 1 or 2 words will be fine. Please go ahead.
Hello, Biafrans all over the world. Friends of Biafra, enemies of Biafra.
You will stand up when you address.
And the lovers of freedom. My names are Nlebedim Onyinye. I hail from Umbedi in Oru Council, Biafra land. And by the special grace of Chukwu Biama, I am serving the indigenous people of Biafra as the Asian rep. I welcome you all to this program. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. From the beginning, Kabu these families, and they have remained very strong and very, very resolute. Please go ahead, the next person.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Biafrans all over the world. Friends of Biafrans and the enemy of Biafrans, my name is Obila Antuni. By the special grace of God, the National Coordinator of Indigenous People of Biafra here in Malaysia, you are highly welcome on today's Atonement program. We believe that by the special grace of Chukwukika Biama, something great will start happening in our life and in our land. Relax and enjoy the program. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Who is the coordinator of this very area we are in? The coordinator of this very area we are in. Go ahead.
Great Biafrans. My name is Ugochukwu Ezeja, and my slave name is Hilary. I come from Umuchu in Aguata local government area in Anambra State. Great Biafrans.
Thank you very much. You can now proceed. Go ahead.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My name is Valentine Nnamdi Onichamba from Nimo, Ninjikoka local government, Omombala. By the special grace of God and the privilege to be the National Secretary of Indigenous People of Biafra here in Malaysia. Oh, thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon all over the world, the indigenous people of Biafra. My names are Onyebuchi James Osorobi. I am from Umuchukwu, Umakebi, in Isalambano, LGA, Biafra land. Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My names are Okechukwu Okoria. I'm from Abara Nsu in Ihimembano, Imo State, Biafra land. Great Biafrans.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My name is Chibuzo Eke Mezie. I am from Mazi Nnamdi in Alondi Zog, Biafra land.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My name is Ezobina Clifford. I'm from Musuka in Enugu State.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My name is Ikweze Tochukwu. I'm from Enugu State in Udi local government. Great Biafrans.
Great Biafrans. My name is Esomano Ekenna Abonye. I'm from Aguneza Hena in Ayazumbise local government, Imo State. Thank you.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My name is Onwoko Ihoma Anderson. I hail from Nenu in Obingwa, local government, Biafra land. Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My name is Abushi Shuku from Ihala, Akwa, Biafra land. Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Listeners all over the world, Biafrans and the friends of Biafrans. My name is Carlo Agwu Obrawa from Akano, Ohofia in Biafra land, Mbabusha GC. Director, you are welcome. Ebeka Elusi Biafra. Ebeka Elusi Agama Apo Biafra Gewebos Agama Rapo Biafra Gewebos Ogabir Biafra Gapendo. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, friends of Biafrans all over the world. By His grace of Chukwokika Biama, my name is Chukwemeka Amebu. I hail from Umezigwe in Wituboma, local government of Imo State, Biafra land. Director Ndewo. Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. Good morning, Biafrans. Good afternoon, good evening. My name is Chukwudi Oswagu, a.k.a. Enichineke. I'm from Ihitu Uboma, local government in Imo State in Biafra land. Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. I welcome everybody. My name is Amadiba Siloba. I hail from Ishalongwa South local government area, Biafra land. Biafrans worldwide, we are coming to you live from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Thank you. Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans.
My names are Ofo Lucky Edoja. I hail from Ibaji local government of Kogi State. Great Biafrans.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My name is Nnamdi Ewuzie from Ozobo, Ekusigo local government. Great Biafrans. Director, you're highly welcome.
Thank you very much.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My name is Chukwuemeka Nwufo. I hail from Agugu Nri, the ancient kingdom of Biafra land. Great Biafran.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Biafrans worldwide. My name is Nwabueze Durunosi Ikechede. I am from Omuma Isiaku in the Adosad local government area, Biafran land. Director, you are welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Great Biafran. Great Biafran. My name is Sunday Ede. I hail from Nkanu East local government, Oboka precise. Great Biafrans.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My name is Chukwuemeka Uba from Uzowan local government in Biafra land. Great Biafrans.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My name is Oyekachi Okonkwo. I hail from Ogugu in Ogu local government, Enugu State, Biafran land.
Thank you very much.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My name is Eya Ekene Stephen from Onsoka.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My name is Ifeanyi Chukwu Obala. I head from Alo in Imo State in Biafra land. Great Biafrans.
Great Biafran. Great Biafran. My name is John Kinsley Wos. I'm from Ehimemba, no local government in Umeleke.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My names are Obiora Ibe Ubo. I hail from Alpha Amofiago. Amofiago is in Biafra land. Direct on Dewu.
Yeah, we're watching it.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My name is Izichukwu Egero. I'm from Ezi Isi Alambano in Biafra land. Great Biafrans.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to every listeners of Biafra. I salute you. My names are Eze Lamechi from Soka in Enugu, Biafra land. Either Biafra or death.
Great Biafran. Great Biafran. Great Biafran. My name is Akachuku Chinedu Josiah. I'm from Inishi in Ikedru, local government in Biafra land. Director, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Great Biafrans. I remain Subasinachi Ejima Ife. I come from Ude in Omabe Amaji, Enugu State, Biafra land. Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My name is Okechukwu Oke. I'm from Mbitolu in Imo State, Biafra land. God bless everybody.
Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. My name is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
that are relaying this very broadcast to the ends of the earth. You should not be discouraged. They are doing all they can to frustrate us. They cannot succeed. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. Therefore, as I welcome you once again, I ask you to welcome those who are around you, that these our enemies are doing all they can to bring Biafra down, but we cannot let them. This very gospel I will preach this very night. Facebook, they are thinking or they thought in their minds that bringing down our pages, frustrating our efforts will somehow make us to buckle. And the most painful aspect is that Facebook in Lagos is being run by Yorubas. We have made it very clear that our fight, our battle is not with the Yoruba race. If you know anybody, any Yoruba person that works for Facebook, it is in their interest to desist from what they are doing. After Tinubu must have served the north, it didn't stop the Fulanis from coming in to ravage Yoruba land. After the betrayal of the war, it did not stop the Fulanis from coming in and ravaging Yoruba land that led to the rightful formation of Amoteku. Therefore, I say to every Yoruba person who is working for the enemy to please weigh the consequences of their actions. Because what Facebook is doing in Lagos is deplorable, it is reprehensible, it is evil, and should not be condoned by any right-thinking person. We must preach this very gospel. I must preach it. Because heaven has decreed it and it must be preached and preached tonight. They know what they are afraid of. Everybody is terrified of IPOB. They are scared of Biafra. They are scared of the truth. But that very truth we must preach. As many times as they take us down, so shall we rise even stronger. As I said before, allow me to repeat. Everybody must be on Radio Biafra app. Everybody must go to TuneIn. Every platform online streaming this very broadcast, I expect IPOB admin to make sure that the link to receive this very broadcast is everywhere. Because we cannot allow our enemies to succeed. They have not succeeded before, and we do not intend to allow them to succeed tonight. They can do whatever they like. They can never ever prevail over the coming of Biafra. Tonight we preach this very gospel that the world may hear. Their duplicitousness, their heavy-handedness when they dealt with Jonathan, and now wearing kid gloves when it came or when it has come to the turn of the Fulani cabal to rule the zoo. All the pressures that are applied when Jonathan was in power by Obama administration and David Cameron, the same Britain, that same Britain, all of it are now absent. And this evening, I take you line by line through what is happening, that you all may understand what is happening to you. Because if you do not know what your problem is, there is no way you can begin even to attempt to remedy it. We talk about the state of the murderousness and the damnable zoological republic they call Nigeria, which is a colonial contraption. I keep reminding our people of this every blessed day. If you do not understand that all the problems you're having started from the very moment Europeans came into Africa to create nations for you, if you have not yet understood that, then you are in one very almighty mess. I assure you. Intellectually, you are. You are not an intelligent person. Listen very carefully. All I am trying to encapsulate every problem, Fulani headsmen, poor economic fortune, no good roads, no hospitals, nothing seems to be working. Life is stifled. And very painful for those who are so unfortunate to be alive even. Your problem is Nigeria. Nigeria is the only problem you have. Nigeria is that demon. Nigeria is that person holding you, not your uncle in the village. Nigeria is that aunt in the village doing witchcraft. Nigeria is the witchcraft itself. Until you understand this as a sane person, you will not be able to solve your problem. That is our beginning. We'll talk about all the rest, the Amotekun, the Hopus of the man, all the rubbish, the killings going on in the zoo that nobody wants to talk about. We'll talk about it tonight as well. I come again and I tell you this. Regarding the state of anarchy and lawlessness in Nigeria, the economic hopelessness, the daily, what I would call political skullduggery, so to speak, fear and terrorism that is tormenting the lives of our people every blessed day. There is only but one simple solution, and that solution is the peaceful dissolution of Nigeria. And tonight I will prove it to the whole world that Nigeria is the problem. Anybody telling you about one Nigeria, that person is your enemy. Anybody telling you about one Nigeria, that person is the demon in your life. Do not listen to your pastors. Don't listen to the preachers around you. The only demon you need to face is not even Satan. The only demon you have in your life, I assure you, is Nigeria. That is the only demon you have in your life, nothing else. Only Nigeria is the demon you have in your life. And this evening, I will attempt to prove it. First of all, I am sure that some of you have your pen and your paper ready. You have them handy. Because you must note this very carefully. I am trying to lay the foundation of the stupidity of Nigerians. I'm trying to build a platform upon which will rest every of their thinking and why it will never ever work. Not in this life, not in the next life, not in the life after. Do not forget that all those that went about in 66 and 67 convincing that Biafra is the problem, Igbo man is your problem. From southern Kaduna all the way to even the coastline of Biafra land, those that they deceived the Yoruba race, they deceived each and every one of you. They told Igbo man is your problem, that Biafra is your problem. Today, who is trying to conquer Yoruba land? Today, who are the ones killing us and burning down our villages in Bayelsa? Who are the people who are now driving their cattle through our farms in Akwa Ibom and killing our people? The same people that lied to you that Igbo man is your problem, they are the ones today killing you. They are the ones that want to Islamize you. Do you know why? Because you love lies. Our people love to be told lies. You love lies so much. That is why you cannot stand up and realize that Fulani has an agenda, that some neo-colonialists in Britain, they have an agenda to enslave you for life. You will never come out of it. Instead of you to come out, you are even digging the hole deeper. You are falling into the abyss. Into the abyss. I want to prove it to you. Britain created Nigeria, and that in effect makes, listen carefully to me to what I'm saying. Britain created Nigeria, not you, not Ahmadu Bello, not Azikiwe, not Awolowo, no. Not a Yoruba man, not an Hausa man, not a Fulani man, not an Ijaw man, not a man from Birom. He is not Baggy. This same man is not a Gala. He is not Jukun. This man is not from Efik. He is not Ibibio. He is not Igbo. None whatsoever. Absolutely none. Zero. They traveled for over 3,000 miles to come to a place where people already exist with their fine cultures and their tradition. They created something that is artificial and alien. The reason why you're dying today is because of... The reason why people are being destroyed today is because of one Nigeria. You must understand this very, very carefully. And I will tell you how that is the case. Because as a Nigerian, you are a product of colonial Africa. You are an inferior human being to Europeans. Because the same thing that Europeans have done in Africa, you cannot do in Europe when you travel to Europe. Secondly, when we talk about going our separate ways for very obvious reason, some neo-colonialists in the UK will be the first. The UK High Commissioner and their friends, they will be the people say, oh, what? I say, because I'm here to preach the truth. I don't care about the consequences. I have been mandated by heaven to speak the truth, and that's exactly what I'm doing. If you have any opinion to the contrary, please present it. That is what I'm doing. Now listen very carefully. Some neo-colonialists will be the first to tell us, oh, stick together. You are in one Nigeria. Enjoy your diversity. You have population. Look at China. They have it all. Because China is homogeneous. Almost one people. Almost one people. Isn't it? They have a history and culture stretching back nearly 6,000 years. Isn't it? Are we one people? Is Nigeria made up of one people? They're asking you to stay in work, enjoy your diversity, enjoy your population. But then I ask myself this very simple question. The same Britain telling you to enjoy Nigeria, your diversity, your rich in culture, they should simply open their mouth and say, all of you should enjoy the crude oil and the gas coming from Biafra land. That will be far more palatable. That will be far more acceptable. We can see reason in it. But this lie about diversity, you're diversing with a Fulani headsman that is intent on killing you. You want to discuss diversity with Boko Haram? You want to discuss diversity and rich culture with ISIS in West Africa? You want to discuss diversity and rich culture with Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb? You want to discuss rich culture and diversity with bandits in the north? You want to discuss diversity and rich culture with people that have no regard for you. That Buhari is dead, they went to Sudan. Instead of them to come to the people and say, oh, we are one Nigeria, our head of state is no longer alive, what do? They went all the way to Sudan to go and bring somebody. That same idiot is speaking one Nigeria to you, and you are listening. Let's try and make it better. An animal is better than you because you cannot reason. And here on this platform, on this radio Biafra, that Facebook is trying all they can to shut down, that everybody is accepting bribe from Nigeria to try to close down. We are telling you the very simple truth. Britain said that we should enjoy our diversity in Nigeria. The population is there, the market can grow, the economy can grow. And then there's an economy, that's my economy. It can grow, you will do very well. And then I'm asking Britain, if that is the case, if there is this love of diversity, why have you decided to leave the European Union? You talk about diversity, embracing people from different cultures. But even in Europe, you are all Christians in Europe, so we are led to believe. You all practice free market economy, isn't it? You all believe in free trade. You all believe in capitalism. You even have more in common in Europe than we have all the various ethnic groups in the zoo called Nigeria will ever have. But you decided to leave Europe. They are Christians. They believe in democracy. They believe in the rule of law. Why have you decided to leave them? And in Nigeria that you created, you want us to fuse together with people who do not believe in democracy, with people who do not believe in the rule of law, with people who believe in terrorism and violence as a tool and as a means to advance their cause. And I'm asking Britain, I want this stupid debate about diversity. You grow. If you look at all the countries of the world, those who are making it, they are big in number. Babash. How many people actually live in Liechtenstein? Do you know a place called Liechtenstein? I'm not even sure up to 500,000 people there. Are they not doing very well? Why don't they go and subsume themselves in one monolithic political superstructure? Why not? How have they done it? We were in Switzerland a few months ago. Is Switzerland not free even from the EU? Why is it that people cannot reason? They claim they go to school, but they cannot reason. The problem, the foundation I'm trying to lay for you is this. What is good for the geese is also good for the gander. Let me ask you this very question. If being in one huge, large family with diversity is a wonderful thing, how come Britain is not staying in Europe till today? Why have they decided to leave on the 31st of this month? Why? Ask yourself these pertinent questions. Within it lies reason. Only then can you reason. Because right now some of you are not reasoning very well. Look at Bishop Coker is complaining The Christian Association of Nigeria is complaining. The Hausas in the north are complaining. Everybody is complaining. All we do is complain, 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 complain. And when the Yorubas did something about it, when they finally did something about it, you have people with the temerity, the guts to stand up and question what they are doing. The same thing that we did with BSS. The same thing that we did. It is quite pathetic that today, even Ohanese is now congratulating Yoruba people for what they have done. But they cannot achieve the same level of unity in their own household. Why is that? Because they have spent nearly 50 years as boy to Fulani. They don't have the moral impetus to stand up and speak. They hide behind Yoruba, behind Amotek. Oh, you've done well. And nobody is asking them. When your people, when IPOB floated the same security outfit, what did you do? They won't ask the question. How can they ask? They will never ask. This evening, we must educate the world. We must let them understand what is happening. That this is Radio Biafra will preach the truth. Here, everything happening in the zoo, Nigeria, from Amoteku to people now is from this platform, from this Radio Biafra. Without Radio Biafra, without IPOB, there will be no restructuring, there will be no Amoteku, nothing. Fulani will pick you up one after the other. That's a fact of life. Britain loves diversity. Oh, we think there is a strength in unity and diversity. You die. How? If there is strength in unity, ask Britain, United Kingdom, if there is strength in unity, why aren't you in the European Union? Why did you decide to leave? There's no terrorism. Germans are not killing French. French are not killing the Belgians. No. There is peace everywhere and there's prosperity. Yet Britain left. And you're asking us to stay in a cauldron of hell. In a hell. Oh my God. Where people are being slaughtered on a daily basis, the courts no longer operate. The police and the army is an extension of a terrorist movement. You're asking people to stay in such a union. But you left European Union that is working. I'm sure after tonight they will not talk about unity again in Nigeria. I'm not sure Britain will talk about it anymore. That is why we preach the gospel of truth, honesty, that the whole world may bear us witness. Facebook is wasting their time. They are wasting their time. If you think that because when we preach, if we see maybe 2,000 or 3,000 people listening, we say, things are going bad, you're dreaming. After this broadcast, it will be recorded, it will be pushed to the ends of the earth. Everywhere we'll play it on Radio Biafra FM relay stations in Biafra land and in Lagos. Everywhere the world will keep listening. So you are wasting your time. You are collecting anyway. It's funny regime. They're so stupid. They'll pay money to anything to stop Biafra. They will give money to any idiot to stop Biafra. But you have never succeeded in the past. How can you succeed now? Do you know how learned we are? We're only showing you what we're capable of until we march, and then you will understand that Kaki and Lera are not the same thing. You will soon know. We are going our separate ways, not because we hate anybody, but because we want to preserve our lives. Nigeria has never been good for anybody. It was not good for the Hausas. Since the Fulani people came into Nigeria, Nigeria has never been good for anybody. They dealt with the Hausa. Those ones who foolishly joined them to deal with the others. All the way to Yoruba joined them to work against Biafra. But now, as you know, that is why prayer, let me not say prayer before Khan will say prayer will solve everything. No, prayer without work is meaningless, of course. Now, listen. The reason why everybody is waking up now is because of the gospel being preached on Radio Biafra. That is a fact of life. If you like to deny it all you can within you, that is a fact of life. That rejected stone, that Biafra that was kicked to the curb, that same Biafra they lied against, that same Biafra they mocked, it is that same Biafra that is now raising the consciousness to allow them to mount a credible resistance against the expansionist tendencies of the Fulani Janjaweed. We must continue. Britain is telling you, remain in one Nigeria. You are all good together. We are being slaughtered every day. Have you then noticed what happened during Jonathan's regime? Go and Google it. How Britain, how America under Obama, EU were issuing statements every day. Government must do something. You must stop this. But now there is so much killing. You don't hear from them anymore. None of them is talking. Do you know why? Because their favorite people are in power. Despite the fact that everybody knows, even from what transpired a few days ago at Buckingham Palace, where Jubilee was missing, he didn't know. They would ask. If they had known, they would say that the etiquette demands that you take off your hat when you come. The cosmetic people, what they call it, the makeup artists would have done something marvelous before that. They never knew. Once Jubilee came and they told him, you have to take off your hat, or he ran away from that very event. And people are like, oh, Buhari is back. He's at Asarok. He's in Asarok now. Buhari is back. Oh, from Channels TV, Buhari is back. From one or the other. Fools. They will never ask. These are journalists. They will never ask a simple question. Why did you not attend that very banquet? They won't ask. That's why we call them a zoo. They will never ask the very serious and difficult questions that genuine answers may be sought. They never ever do it. It's Biafra. They are causing trouble. IPOB wants to cause trouble for Biafrans in diaspora. That is how foolish they are. They wouldn't blame them. They are products of the zoo, and they're very sad indeed. Now think about this. If belonging to a political union is always right because of the advantages of large populations and diversity, why is Britain leaving the EU? Simple question. EU offers a larger market with bigger population, with access to markets and tariff-free exchange of goods and services. Why is Britain leaving? If being in a big family is very good. They're not being killed, though. We that are being slaughtered every blessed day, our mothers being raped and killed in Ebonyi State. Because they have killed us so much, we are now immune to evil. They are killing our people. We are immune to evil. People are dying, being beheaded every blessed day. And the people are going about their businesses as if nothing is happening. Why would Britain want to leave the EU? That is the underlying problem of a Nigerian, the inability to reason. Inability to reason. This person asking me to run towards that very cage with a lion in it. Why is he running to the one with antelope inside it? Why don't he run to the one, that lion? It's found that the lion is very friendly. Go and embrace the lion. But he himself is running towards an antelope. But he's encouraging you to run towards the lion. So you'll be consumed. Very sad indeed. Britain have some issues with the EU. People will be wondering, why am I going through this very route this evening? I want to establish the very basis and foundation for our discussion this evening. As simple as ABC. I want to let you understand that the way white people reason is different from how black Africans reason. That is why we never ever record any progress. Individually, we are fine. We are very brilliant. We have good scientists. We have people who can make things happen individually. But collectively as a unit, once you assemble together as a unit to do something positive for your people, you will see the enemy, they will come. They will plant somebody inside you, as they are now doing even through IYC of all places, of all movements. They will plant one idiot. They are talking rubbish. And I don't know where our people, most, I will not say blacks in general, but mostly people that claim they are Nigerians, I don't know why they gravitate towards idiocy a lot, far more quickly than they can reason. I don't know why. It's entirely up to them. I don't know why. Britain does not want to lose its hold over Nigeria. As a creator, you're an inventor. As Innocent is. Do you think Innocent will allow you to come and use a sledgehammer and destroy all his cars and the warehouse? Of course, he's doing something nice. Do you think that Innocent Motors is his own creation? He won't allow you to destroy it. Nigeria is the creation of Britain. Britain doesn't want to see its child go back to how it's supposed to be. Even to grow up, it won't allow it to grow up. Now, some of you don't know that, do you? Every day, we've not had light for 2 years, and we are paying NEPA bill, and that's the end of it. The solution is in disintegration of Nigeria. So you can go to your village. You can hold your brother or your sister responsible for not doing it. And I keep saying this thing to people. If Biafra were to stand today, do you think anybody will come and loot government funds and get away with it? You can't. But if you talk somebody that he's APC, you don't prosecute him. Like Hope Uzodimma. They accused him of embezzlement, of stealing money, and then all of a sudden he's now the governor of Imo State via Fulani Sharia ruling. All that is forgotten. Is that how you advance a country? Is that how you move people forward? Of course, the answer is no. And you know the answer is no. But what are you going to do? Maybe you resort to the prescription of Can, which is to fast and to pray. Dara. In Nigeria, Britain is encouraging everybody to be together as one. So it will be easier for the Fulanis to slaughter all of us. Then they will come in and they will share the oil and gas. That's why we are together. You don't know that? Are you that daft? You don't know? That's what they're trying to do. They tried to come. Let me tell you tonight, so you note it down on your paper that I asked you to bring. Fulani tried to push through Benue into Ebonyi, and we stopped them. This IPOB stopped them. Some of you don't know. When we used to grow up, we used to make a joke and say to people, it is actually our people who are doing it. It's Biafrans who are doing it. So because we don't come out every day to announce what we are doing in Ebonyi, because Yoruba paper hasn't carried it yet. That is why you think nothing is happening. Maybe I should allow them to come in and take all of you one after the other. Then you'll understand the amount of work and resources going into protecting Biafra land. Amoteke only came yesterday. We've been there from the beginning. Why do you think they went to Yoruba land? They came to Biafra land. There was no way for them to penetrate. They traveled to Yoruba to see if they can come in through there. Now that route is also closed. You know what they're doing? They're using what I call the spine. They are coming along the banks of River Niger, trying to take a bit of idiots, some of the idiots in Delta, and coming into Bayelsa, where it seems to me there is a concentration of the highest, the greatest concentration of idiots we have is in Bayelsa. I say it without any apology to anybody. The highest concentration of idiots we have, talking about one Nigeria, is in Bayelsa. That's how stupid they are. Some of them have never learned any lesson. They have not learned. They are like Ohanese. They are like Pandev. They don't reason very well. This thing you are trying to do, this your one Nigerian nonsense you're doing now. Did Zik try it? Did it work? I will try it. Did it work? Do some of you know that Babangida invited Awo to come and write him a thesis on how to make Nigeria better? Awo said no. It's too late. You can't repay it. Do some of you know that? You don't know. Go and ask Babangida, he will tell you. He invited Awo to come and be part of their nonsense, new Nigeria to rebuild. Awo said no, it's too late. I won't be part of it. Some of you are talking about one Nigeria. When your DSS handler comes and gives you peanuts, 1 or 20,000 naira, you run to you call maybe a Nation newspaper correspondent in Yenagoa. You give him 4,600 naira. I say, oh, that's something. IPOB cannot. Don't come here again. IPOB is Bayelsa. Talking rubbish. That is how foolish some of them are. So foolish, it is unbelievable. So hopeless. But you are there. Your villages are being burned. Your communities are being sacked every blessed day. All you can do is to say, IPOB is not welcome here. So you want to show that somebody from Asarak will say, that Sabo is doing very well for us. Call him, let's make him another Hope Uzodimma. That's how foolish we are. And in the end, they will disappoint you. As they will do to Bola Ahmed Tinubu very soon, but his eyes will be open. He thinks that he can use Amotekun as leverage. So they will say, okay, for them to keep an eye on them so they will not turn to a very formidable regional militia, let's give it to Tinubu so he can control them. That's rubbish. That's his game he's playing. But he is grossly mistaken. Britain is helping the Fulani to conquer and destroy everybody in Nigeria. That is a fact of life. If they say they're not doing that, they must change their utterances and their ways. They must attack this Jubril government the same way they attacked Jonathan. US must do the same as well. All those lily-livered wet Democrats who are in the USA under Obama are attacking Jonathan on a daily basis about Boko Haram. Today, there is no law. It's not just Boko Haram. There is chaos and lawlessness everywhere. People are dying on a daily basis. And we are telling you, you may find it difficult to accept, but I am telling you that the solution to your problem is the dissolution of Nigeria. Gas, oil and gas is your problem, isn't it? We'll give it to everybody for free. We're not doing anything with it. And God in heaven is my witness. We will give you oil and gas for free. Yoruba, you get oil and gas for free. Middle Belt, oil and gas for free. Anybody who wants it. We don't need the damn thing. We don't need it for anything. We have our brain, which is the greatest natural resource. We must make this abundantly clear to everybody. In case you think we are fighting for Biafra because of what is buried in the ground, then you are even more daft than the Boko Haram recruit. Remember how they removed Britain? How they removed Jonathan? This Britain I'm talking about. Remember how Britain removed Jonathan from power? Cameron and Obama. And I told Jonathan he was going to lose. I thought he was a gunner. Obama wanted a fellow Islamic fundamentalist to be in power. Did they get it or not? Today, what is happening today? What is happening today? Remember all the pressure that they put Jonathan under. What is happening today? I'm asking you. Boko Haram is busy. Not just Boko Haram. Boko Haram is coming from the northeast. ISIS in West Africa from the northwest. Then from in the middle from Chad is Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb. Nobody is saying anything. The same forces that conspired to remove Jonathan today, they are mute. Nobody's talking. They will bribe Reuters, they will bribe AFP, they will bribe one idiot somewhere in Europe to write a very glowing article. The hard general is trying. They have been depleted. They are sitting in their fancy offices in the West, writing rubbish about what they know little or nothing about, happening in the zoo, Nigeria. All because the more you are all together, the more they target you, the more they eliminate you, the more Fulanis are advancing with their empty brain. All they have is AK-47 to decimate you. And then they will sit down with Britain and share the loot. You will get the oil, I get the gas. Because they have nothing upstairs. All they need is just sign contract. What do they have upstairs? I keep asking this question every blessed day. What do they have upstairs? The answer is zero. Can anybody tell me what Sokoto is contributing to Nigeria? Zero. Katsina, zero. Only Alamajiri. And now they are opening their borders and people are flooding in. Whereas in the south, all the borders are closed. And some of you are talking about one Nigeria as if you're daft. You talk about one Nigeria as if you are mentally deranged. You are mentally unstable. The borders in the north are open. The borders in the south are closed. And all of you are there. Just say, yes, we are in one Nigeria. Let's fast and pray. Unbelievable. I don't know the type of God that made you people. Common sense, some of you don't have. Common sense. Just reason. Ask yourself that question. Why would this regime of Abba Kyari, because of course Abba Kyari who's in charge, why would they shut the borders in the south? To make life difficult for you. They open the borders in the north. They lied against them. I'm not here to hold brief for Jonathan. Some of you know how I feel about him, but I'm just trying to draw an inference to make people understand the double standards that they are fake patriotism from the north always portrays. Fake patriotism. They don't love Nigeria, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nigeria, my foot. Jonathan was removed. Obama was very happy. Today, people are dying and nobody is doing anything about it. Absolutely nothing. Nobody is doing anything about it. Very, very sad indeed. Before I come to Amotekun and all the related happenings in the zoo called Nigeria, let me remind our people of Joe Robi, Soko, and the Shekiri extraction that all the lies Fulani Britain fed everybody through Yoruba newspapers. I'm not attacking Yorubas, of course, I'm just speaking the truth. All the lies that we are fed to our fathers from the riverine areas about Igbo domination, where are we today? All those who are saying, don't allow them, they'll dominate you. Who is now dominating you? You see, people don't learn from history. And every time I come on Radio Biafra, I keep pointing out this very fact, inescapable fact. You don't learn from history. You don't learn from history. You don't learn from history. I'll give you two simple examples. Atakaboro fought a very good fight, to be honest with you. Fought a very good fight. He was asking for independence of Niger Delta, which, believe you me, I support. That is why people must know this. If there is one thing about the culture that I was raised on, that Igbo culture, is this. If you want to pack out from your village and go somewhere and establish, they would, in fact, they'll hold a party for you and tell you goodbye. That's how we are. That's why you have autonomous communities. Do you have people anywhere else in the zoo that have autonomous communities? No. We can wake up in the morning and say that this Ezinachi community, they want to divide into two. In fact, they don't want to ask Ezinachi again. We'll tell them goodbye, let's have fun, let's have party and goodbye. That's no problem. They lied to everybody. They lied to everybody, telling you. Because you know what they lied to you about the Igbos? This is one thing that some people don't know. They lie to you because they know that it is only. I'm saying this. And when I say it now, they'll say, "Oh, they are turning the Biafra thing to an Igbo affair." The same thing you can say in England or in Britain. Is Britain an English affair? Or will you go to Germany? Would you say that Germany is a Bavarian affair? Can you say that? No, you can't. But when it comes to Biafra, they will say, some mischief makers will say it's about the Igbos. No, it is not. I want to tell you this. The reason why they lied to you, both the thieves and the Ibiras, the Jukun, all of you from the Middle Belt coming down, and with your Willings Commission in the South, the reason why they lied to you is because they know it is only the Igbo people that will open your eyes so you can see the truth. They don't want you to. Britain don't want an Igbo man somewhere because we know what they know. You don't know that? That is why. So the best thing they did was to go before us to poison the minds of people against the occupants of what you call the Southeast. But thankfully, the likes of Philip Effiong saw the light. But Ken Serewa did not see the light. Atakaburu fell at the hands of the North. Ken Serewa did not learn anything. Ken Serewa also fell at the hands of the North. And some of the idiots now acting as informants within a Joy Youth Council, informants, they are making the same mistake. They will also fall. The more you rat on IPOB, the more your communities are being destroyed. Odi was destroyed. 2 other communities have been destroyed. We'll go through it later. Yet you don't learn anything. The same people they are claiming is coming to dominate you are the same people fighting and dying to save you. And you claim you have brain in your skull. I very much doubt it. I speak the truth. Always. The truth. Always. And do you seriously think, let me ask, do you seriously think that if you're in your little enclave doing something about, I know about the killings that took place around, is it Omok or what? I think the deputy sent it to me. the killings that took place. You know, when they kill out this day, they say it's cult related. They'll be wasting people's lives. They'll be telling it is cult related. Very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad indeed. It was something that happened in a place, they said this between Ospak, whatever rubbish that means. Ospak and a place called Ozide community. You know, the boundary between Imo and River State. These are all the same people. Ohaji especially. All the way to Omok. All the same people, one people. But the full animal will come and tell you, oh no, we are Niger Delta. You are Niger Delta. Don't allow them all. But it's your brother, answering the same name as you, speaking the same language. I don't know what one thing to us. Let us proceed very, very speedily, please. We have come to the news the way it should be. Now, these are the people, or should I say some of them, that complained that IPOB is here. IPOB is coming to Bayelsa. It is not Biafra. Okoko. He's actually a Yoruba boy, or Lorogun Kennedy. From his name, you know he's Yoruba. He's not even from a Joland. And IYC allowed such a church rat to occupy a position. You are allowed to occupy a very important position in Biafra land. The Joint Youth Council for the Central Division, based in Jenego. I have nothing against Yoruba, but everyone should go back to where they come from and contest or whatever. I am a firm believer in that. In Bayelsa, they made a Yoruba man the IYC chairman. He's the one talking rubbish. And now let me remind him as to what is happening in Bayelsa so he will know. This is how foolish people are. There is a group called the Ijaw People Development Initiative. It is a human rights group. Let me read it for you, please, so you understand it very clearly. And understand how foolish some people can be sometimes in this life. They are calling on the federal government to reconstruct Bilabiri 1 and 2 communities in a Ekeremo local government area of Bayelsa State. What happened to Bilabiri 1 and 2? These are 2 communities. It is in a Ekeremo local government area of Bayelsa State. This is for those who are talking nonsense. We don't want IPOB meeting here. This is for you, all of you. I want to showcase your idiocy, your stupidity to the world, so mankind can know how foolish you are and why Fulanis are killing you. This Keremo community is in Bayelsa State. It was burnt down by invading soldiers, claiming they are searching for criminals that killed 3 military personnel. It is now their signature. Burn down, kill, burn down, sack villages. Who are the soldiers doing the sacking and the killing? Oh, yes, you know. They are from Fulani. They are from the north. They are the same people that went to this same Keremo local government area and said to them, Igbo man is coming to dominate you. Don't support Biafra. Okay, the same Fulani has come today and burnt down not 1 community, but 2 communities. Complete destruction. Let us continue. Mr. Austin Ozobo is now threatening that if nothing is done within 30 days, that they will stop the oil flow from the coastal region of Biafra land. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It urged the government to investigate the atrocities committed by the soldiers and bring the culprits to book. In your dreams, you know it will never happen. Stop wasting your time talking as if you have no brain in your skull. It will never happen. Listen to what he had to say, a direct quote from him. These are the people who are fed the junk. Igbo man is your problem. Don't support IPOB. They want to break away Nigeria. Listen to what came out of his mouth. We have been disgusted. We have been disgusted and infuriated over the unlawful military invasion of Bilabiri communities. We condemn it in its entirety as it is barbaric, senseless, and unlawful. He went on to say, we Ijaws have been pushed to the wall and we have decided to call for a total shutdown of all oil facilities in the Niger Delta to protest against the continued unlawful killing and burning of Ijaw communities if federal government fails to rebuild Bilabiri 1 and 2 within 30 days. Now, this was what Mr. Ozobo said. Of course, he's angry, and I respect his right to be very angry. But there is something our people need to understand. Blacks need to understand this very well, especially those who are living under dictatorships. There is something you must understand. When something happens to somebody and you keep quiet, it will come and happen to you. Why do you think the Yoruba set up Amotekun? Amotekun, I don't know the correct phonetics for it. Why did they set it up? Because the same thing that the Fulanis and the core Sharia North did to Biafra, they are now doing to the Yorubas. If the Yorubas knew that a day would come when they will have to raise an ethnic militia to defend their land against raping, killing, even if you had told them before that the daughter of a prominent Yoruba man will be slaughtered in the process, I'm sure that they wouldn't have been that, negative towards Biafra. But because it happened to other people, that's what Fulani does very well. Oh, it's not you, it's the other person. Can't you see? They are very bad. They are planning for your funeral. I am pointing all these things out because let me tell our people very clearly this. One, a Jaw on his own cannot do anything to Nigeria. That is a proven fact. They will go on burning down communities, you will do nothing. But together as one unbreakable unit, they will fall. Now, let me give you a very simple example. Amotekun is an instance. Had it been that one state, maybe Ekiti or Osun or Oyo, went alone to do their own thing, oh my goodness, they will bring the federal might to crush them. But once all the Southwest governors very cleverly, I respect them, I must tell you this, once they got together, and I know they wouldn't have gotten together if not for the likes of Paya Debanjo and Fani Kayode, of course. That is also a fact, to give them the liver and the metal to do what they did. They realize, Yorubas are very clever, I must give them that. They realize that if we do this piecemeal by piecemeal, they'll pick us off. We must do it together as one block. And once they did it as one block, as one whole Yoruba, one, no dissension, it was sealed and final. The zoo government became handicapped. But let us attempt such a thing in the southeast or south-south. Believe you me, the governors will be in the meeting. Ibazu will get up, or Obiano will get up and say, I want to go and ease myself. He will go into the toilet. He will put his phone, he will call Asorok and say, not tomorrow night, start blaming me, come and hear what I'm hearing. Go. He will put his phone, he will call Asorok and leave his phone on and bring it into the meeting. So before you finish that meeting, Asorok will call Umahi and say, oh, I heard her in a meeting. And Umahi will say, no, sir, I'm not in any meeting. Oh. I want to inspect a new bridge they're building with Islamic bank money. And the meeting will be over. The meeting will be dead there and then. Look at the way they planned it in the West and executed it. I'm just drawing an inference, so I will let anybody planning anything, Niger Delta, Ejo, you are, write it on a piece of paper now. What is today's date again, please, for goodness sake? Today's the 24th, isn't it? Of January 2020. Write it down. You are wasting your time. Many more communities will fall. There is nothing you can do about it because you have traitors in your midst. The capital of treachery in Biafra land is in Bayelsa. Treachery upon treachery. You allowed APC to come in. What do you expect? Has the governor spoken? The answer is no. How can he talk? He is a puppet of the caliphate. How can he speak? Some of you don't know anything. You don't know nothing. Absolutely nothing. Your brains are empty. How can you be talking about a job? You cannot stand on your own. You cannot defeat this monster. Fulani is a monster. You cannot defeat them. Standing and I want to stand as a John fight. So you have not learned from Adakaboro. He broke away and they killed him. You've not learned from Keseriwa. He broke away and they killed him. Don't you understand it? Do you need to go to another primary school to understand this? You want to be re-educated to understand what is happening. But they told you, Igbo man is your problem. Fight Biafra, and you fought Biafra. Today, those that ask you to fight Biafra, they are coming for you. They are coming. They cannot stop. It is in their DNA to conquer, to overrun, to subjugate, and to lay waste. It is in their DNA. They cannot help it. They are like mad people. Enraged mad people. They can no longer control their emotions. They can no longer control their reflexes and their actions. That is how they are as a people. They can no longer help it. Buhari died to tell you how evil they are. They went to Sudan and recruited somebody to carry out this very program. That's why they're crying over Amotekun. Not because they don't like it, but because it is going to halt their advance to the Atlantic Ocean. Who are you? You are nothing. The same way that Igbo is nothing. The same way Ibibio is nothing. They can come to Africa and they pick you 111. Nothing will happen. But together as one, this same East, this same Biafra, we are impregnable. Common sense and common logic. Some of you don't know. People open their mouth and they talk pure rubbish. That is what they have planted Islam in Bayelsa. Islam is in Ijo land. You think they are doing it because of the love of Prophet Muhammad? Is that what you think? You are so daft if you think so. Some of you are converting to Islam in Ijo land because they are setting you up as stooges. You are the tools. You are the willing tools they will use to advance to the Atlantic Ocean without you knowing it because you are daft. You are not intelligent enough. I must tell you the truth because nobody else will. And nobody, if you know what I've done, if you know what I've done wrong, you tell me. I tell you the truth. You may not like it, but it is the truth. It is of no use sitting in front of this thing. You cannot do nothing to Fulani. Fulani will ravage your land. You can't do nothing. Jonathan, they come up with you. I can't do anything. What can he do? He's like, go on. The more they kill, the more he'll tell them about one Nigeria. And people are dying. People are dying every blessed day because you don't know your priorities. You cannot get them right. Time and time again. Nobody in Nigeria believes there is a problem unless they are affected. Remember Khan. Khan should be the people advocating for Biafra to come. Khan should be the people at the forefront of making sure that the whole world is aware of what is happening. And the only solution is to break Nigeria into pieces. Nothing else will work. Nothing else will matter. If you divide Nigeria, believe you me, Boko Haram cannot come down to the south. No Fulani headsmen. Never, ever, ever again. But if you remain in one Nigeria, listen very carefully. Once you're in one Nigeria, they will always anchor their argument on one dead constitutional provision or the other. Freedom of livestock. We must move our livestock. And meanwhile, they have consolidated their hold on the army, on the police, on customs, on every paramilitary that is carrying a gun. That is why they don't want anybody else to carry a gun. You think they're stupid? They don't want you to carry a gun. They have Hizbah. They have civilian JTF in the Northeast. They have all these things all over the place. They have Sharia police. But they will never allow you to carry a gun. Only them can. Because a gun is an instrument of coercion. If you make noise, they will kill you as they killed a boy in Imo State. Nobody is talking. Nobody is moved. No, absolutely no, only IPOB. Without IPOB exposing the evil happenings in the zoo, do you think we'll be where we are today? What would you happen? If you make noise, they come and buy the person in your village or buy a newspaper journalist to write rubbish. Or some of these idiots on 2,000 naira a week recharge card in Enugu will be writing rubbish. What do they know? Nothing. Their brain is empty. Oh, okay. There's a way you can do it. You call this politician, you call that one, you sit down and you plan it, and you turn it upside down and you plan it, and you come out. The Yoruba governor succeeded because they have the love of Yoruba first more than anything else. Whereas the political class you've been bestowed since 1970 are those handpicked by the North. That is why they are all servants. I said all are servants to the North. They can never come together to hold whatever meeting, to strategize on the security for our people. Never. Never, ever, ever. Everybody's playing it on their own. I'm in rivers. Let me do my own reverse thing. I'm in cross river. I'll do cross river thing. I'm in Aqua. Nothing is not working. The Fulanis are coming. They are killing. They are pillaging. They are sacking. They are raping as they are coming. Nothing will happen until you bind together under this IPOB. And we stop them, of course, as we have done it. Look at Ebonyi State. They are running from us in Ebonyi. Some of you don't know because you have not read it in a Yoruba paper. So it may not be happening because it's not in a Yoruba paper. That's how some of you are. Oh, can you see me? That's the way you behave. But are you going to stop us from the fight we are fighting? Of course not. They know. I tell them to their faces. They know it. If you say you're strong, you come into Ebonyi. And you allow me. Come now, you will see. I say because we don't have what's it called? All these patrol cars with siren on top. No. Ask him yet, they will tell you that we met them in Ebonyi. And they decided to try Yoruba land. Let them come. We are waiting. There are mad people everywhere. What I tell you is that I preach the truth. What I tell you is the gospel truth. Up, down, left, right, it is the truth. That is why this gospel, as I'm preaching it live now, if you go to Abuja, it is silent. Everybody, who is who in Abuja, call them down, see if you get them on the phone. Call anybody you know that is sensible in Lagos or in Abuja right now that listen to Radio Biafra. If you can't collect 3,000 naira from Ike Premado, you go to charge card. Rubbish. Pure nonsense. It doesn't concern us anyone. They know that very well. Who are the people that kill and burn houses? Is it not Boko Haram? Is it not Boko Haram? I'm asking. Why would a well-trained soldier kill people and burn not one community but two? Why? Because they are Boko Haram. Excuse me. They are Boko Haram. It's only Boko Haram that kill people and burn houses, isn't it? In the north. That's what they've been doing. The same people you said who they have repented. Buratai, he will salute them. Rankadede military. They all join the military. And all of a sudden now the same thing that Boko Haram is doing in the north is what the Nigerian army is doing in the south. What does it tell you? That there is Boko Haram in the army. But some of you won't understand that, will you? Did this problem start today? It did not start today. Were the people warned? Yes, they were warned. Did they do something? No. You know Nigeria. It's our Atonement. Like Tinubu is doing. The turn of my village. I told people, once they dangle that carrot, the same presidency, they dangle it in front of they dangle it in front of them. Oh, presidency. Oh, yeah, yes, let's be good. This thing IPOB is doing. IPOB has one idiot that rise from America. Okoko. That doesn't know the road to his village. He writes, IPOB have stopped Igbo presidency with the agitation. Beke. He's speaking English. Or he's writing grammar. He's an intellectual from America. The same presidency that IPOB is stopping them from having is the same presidency that Miet Yala is offering to Yoruba people to drop Amoteku. The same presidency. They dangle it in front of those idiots, in front of even one buffoon from so-called South said let me say he's a chief. That give it to South, let's complete our turn. And I keep asking myself, are you sure that these are Biafrans? Are you sure that they have Biafran blood in them? Who gave birth to these non-entities? The same presidency. They now dangle it in front of anybody who is willing to betray his people. They dangle it, and if you're willing to betray, and they won't give it to you. If you don't know, they are preparing Tambuwao, and they're making here for 2023 for information. This warning have been there. Did I say something? Of course I did. Write it down on a piece of paper. That's what they want to use to get in here. They don't have to stop complaining about Gopus. They made him a promise that you are in good terms with Tambuwal. He's your master. So cool down. Pipe low. We'll give it to you. Tambuwal. There's a game we are playing with the Yoruba. We'll bring out Tambuwal, and then you'll be vice. After 8 years or 4 years, then you'll be playing. You know, the same old story, same old garbage. Did the warning start today? No. Did your so-called Nigerians listen? Of course not. Not me saying it. What I'm telling you today, those in the know have known from time. Those in the know, they have known from time. Who said it's Obasanjo? Buhari deceiving Nigerians. His government empowering Boko Haram. Listen carefully. Obasanjo said this almost a year ago. Of course, I've been saying it since 2014, but he's an elder statesman. He's known all over the world. So we go with what he said. Obasanjo said, and I quote, headline, Buhari deceiving Nigerians. His government empowering Boko Haram. Obasanjo. Nobody listened. But now, some of you cannot even reason and know that the manifestation of Boko Haram's involvement or government empowering Boko Haram is in the sacking and burning of villages in Biafra land. You can never ever make that connection. Because all is in your brain is Igbo man will dominate me. You know, like a deranged calibrous monkey. Somebody who cannot listen very well. A chimpanzee suffering from convulsion somewhere in the mangrove. Talking about pure rubbish. Obasanjo said it. And nothing happened as usual in the zoo. Maybe by that time, Yoruba newspapers were busy trying to romance APC, hoping that their man, Tinubu, will get in, not knowing that the Fulani have special plan for Yoruba. Special plan. To conquer and finally to conquer them and decimate them completely. And pave the way for Alamajiri and Janjaweed all over Africa to come into the zoo. Meanwhile, they have closed your borders. And you're there writing as an intellectual from America. I'm an intellectual. Or maybe I'm writing from Enugu, I'm an intellectual. But your border is closed. The border is closed. The borders in the north are open. Those are the issues you should be talking about. People masking their village envy and jealousy under we are intellectuals. Unbelievable. That's something we will not see. Unbelievable. After 1 year of Obasanjo saying that this government of Abba Kyari is supporting Boko Haram, the Christian Association of Nigeria, what did they say? The same thing. Buhari government colluding with Boko Haram to kill Christians. The same thing. And the same thing that I've been telling every senator in America. So it's a shame now they're engrossed in all this impeachment rubbish. These are the facts that I laid before American senators and lawmakers. I have done this. Now they're not shouting about it. But Obasanjo said it a year ago. Khan has said the same thing. Now the next logical step is, what are we going to do about it? It's not just lamenting, oh, Boko Haram is doing this, they're killing us here. What are you going to do about it? Somebody said it's improve the security of the people, improve the security of more police. The more police is Boko Haram. If you say recruit more army is Boko Haram. So what are you going to do? People must be able to reason. Oh, there is deterioration of security all over the place. Because the people you're bringing there are Fulani people. They didn't go to school. All they know is to shoot, to kill. They have come with an agenda to Islamize, to Fulanize, to enslave, to conquer, to pillage, to rape. What are you talking about? That's what they've come for. They're talking about security in your village. So there is a security problem in your village. And a Fulani man is coming to solve it for you. And why won't you have security issues when there is no employment? People don't have jobs to go to. So that thing they used to tell you in kindergarten, that an idle mind is a devil's workshop, you didn't know it was real? So you never knew that? They don't build factories. They don't encourage entrepreneurship. The economy is in the dust. How do you want people to eat? How do you want them to survive? I even think that it was the emir of Kanu who quite, intelligently articulated it. I think it was very into the magic in the north. When they grow up, what are they going to do? They put them all in the army now, and the customs and police, and they ship them to Biafra land to start killing all of us. And then we'll go to paper. And one intellectual will write from America. He's intellectualizing about, make Nigeria work and to move ahead. Okay. Not knowing that Fulani is not educated enough to understand the garbage he's writing. Obasanjo said it last year. This year is Christian Association of Nigeria. And what led to this? Because the Adamawa chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria was killed by Fulani terrorists, Boko Haram. Boko Haram demanded 200 million euros, according to them, from the family. Nobody was prepared to pay. They were negotiating for 50 million, and the terrorists agreed. Suddenly, they contacted Khan, and they said they would kill him unless he agreed to convert to Islam. He said no. And the next thing, they sent a picture of his severed head from his body to his relatives. And that is the end of that news. Is over. It's finished. It is finished. And what we do as Urat RIP, may he rest in peace, may he say, gentle soul rest in peace. That's the end of it. We move on until they kill somebody else the next day. This is a typical black African Nigerian for you. That's to the core. They look at the problem, they know the solution to the problem, but they will never ever employ that solution because they are afraid of the Fulani. It's only IPOB that is not scared of Fulani. They are afraid of us now. If you go to Mietiala now, you shout IPOB or Nnamdi Kanu, they will faint. Go to Mietiala and try it now. You see what will happen. There will be a stampede. Others are afraid of Mietiala. We are not. They know this. We have met them in Ebonyi. We met them in Anambra, and they know how ready we are. They know us very well. Some of you running from pillar to post, looking for political appointments, looking for jobs from the government, fooling yourselves, deceiving yourselves. Not before we used to say you're mortgaging, you're mortgaging the future of your children. Now they are sacrificing our lives. Somebody wants to be a governor. He will promise everything. He will give Dangote Imo River Basin Authority. They will give him anything. All he wants is to be governor. It doesn't concern him. If they're killing you, that's your business. That's where we are now. More like an operation. Sell your people. That's where we are. Very, very sad indeed. Everybody is lamenting and complaining, but of course nothing is happening. And I have a very simple solution. Divide Nigeria, let everybody go their separate ways. So terrorism will stop. Once there is a meeting in England now, discussing how to dissolve Nigeria, terrorism will stop that same minute. Once they announce the meeting, that Britain, the creator of Nigeria, is now convening a very crucial meeting to determine if Nigeria has a future or not, terrorism will stop that same night. If you like, try it and see. We keep deceiving ourselves. Yeah, we are one Nigeria because of oil. People think they cannot survive without oil from Biafra land. That is all this one Nigeria garbage is because they think we cannot survive without oil and gas. Money coming from Biafra land. That is all. That is where the envy is coming from. That is where the jealousy is coming from. That is where they don't want Biafra to go. That's all. Not that they love you. They love you. You hold no position in government. They love you. They have rendered you useless. Second-hand clothing Okereka is no longer coming in. Stockfish no longer comes in. Nothing. All our industries shut down, and the person is claiming you're in one Nigeria with him. You love him. Our dear sister, in fact, I agree with her to an extent. She spoke very well. In Lagos. But the fact of the matter remains that it is not about if you reject us. We have been rejected. I want Onyeko to understand we have already been rejected. It's not a question of if you reject us, we can't reject ourselves. No, we have already been abandoned, rejected. And IPOB is doing something about it. We are doing something about it. There was a video of that says that cult is beheading people. Now beheading is now the norm. If you come to Eche, if you come to Obiakpo, that's beheading going on. So as I say, it's cult. And then army came in, and there was a few beheadings. Did you see how foolish we have become? Because we did not fight for Biafra together from time. Biafra is the solution. As Melford Okiro, former MPN governor of River State, told me that Biafra is the solution. As Ali Ekine did, that Biafra is the solution, no other way. They do not understand it. They will never understand it. And the wise people are busy beheading each other and beheading themselves all over the place. You know, to learn something stupid is very easy for some people in this week. The grace now is to behead somebody. That is the new fashion. Oh dear me. The same Hausa police that people are telling you, why don't you beef up the security? That when people talk about insecurity in Nigeria, I keep asking myself, who and what is the cause of the insecurity? The insecurity is Fulani. They are in the police, they are in the army. They are the ones killing people. That is the fact. When I say it, Facebook doesn't agree. They say, oh no, you are, they say it's spam, isn't it? Whatever the rubbish they call it. They want to shut me down. In Imo State, the home of the new Sultan, a businessman, his name is Mr. Justice Eke. He was shot dead by a policeman because he wanted to hand over a 50 naira note bribe, and the money fell on the ground. The policeman shot him dead. And who is the police commissioner in Imo State? Of course, it's not an Igbo man, not somebody from Imo, not somebody who knows the place, but it's Mr. Olaniyi Fafowora. This man was killed because he agreed to give bribe of 50 naira, but accidentally the bribe fell on the ground. And the policeman, of course, Janjaweed, shot him dead. Now, when chroniclers come, they will say, oh, there is violence. There's a loss of life in Imo. There's violence. They will never tell you that this man was shot dead by a Fulani policeman. They will never tell you. And now, they will say there is insecurity all over the place. Can you bring more enforcement? The more enforcement coming. Who are they? The same Fulani. Our people are in a very serious and difficult mess. Believe you me. The sooner you realize what IPOB is doing, the sooner you realize the importance of the work IPOB is doing, the better for everybody. I assure you. The better for all of us. Because some of you do not understand. Some of you do not appreciate what we are doing. But one day you will. How do we defend the innocent? That is the. I have been able to list out all the happenings, all the very terrible things happening in the zoo. How do you combat? How do you checkmate? How do you contain this excessive Fulani savagery of the worst kind? How? Because somebody said that Nigeria is a country where killers walk free. Not me saying it, but Archbishop, is it Bishop, Archbishop? It's Bishop Koka of Sokoto. Will this man that killed this Okereke be prosecuted? The answer is no. He's Fulani. Have you ever seen Fulani being arrested before? Of course not. They don't arrest themselves because it's rankadede. Even if they kill, even if Dangote, when they use his trailer to commit very serious terrorist crime, when they commit terrorism with Dangote tanker or truck, you know what they do? They don't have the police. If they're driving through Anambra, they have the Anambra police commissioner's number. They'll just call and say, I'm this person, and that's it. They come and take them. They come and take them and rescue them. This Goka, he's been speaking very well. He spoke at the 3rd General Assembly and peace conference. Always peace. Peace with who? Somebody who wants to Islamize you, somebody who wants to kill you and rape your mother, you're making peace with. Are they well at home? You see, you think that one day will come in Nigeria when Al-Majri will just mind their business, or Mietiala will mind their business. The fourth terrorist group, largest, most deadly terrorist group in the world, they'll mind their own business. Is that seriously? Is that what you think? Is Mietiala not Fulani headsmen? Is that what you're thinking? In your foolishness, you're holding peace conference. Peace conference with who? To achieve what result? I'm asking. Interreligious dialogue. Are Christians fighting Muslims? Are Judeo-Christians fighting Muslims? I say it's not. It's always the Muslims killing the Christians. So what dialogue are you having? What interfaith reconciliation are you having? One person is killing the other person, and you're having dialogue. These people. I don't know. I don't know for them. I don't know for them. But this level of stupidity is getting out of hand. The time now is approximately, I believe, it is 8:30 in the land of Biafra. This is a live presentation. This is Radio Biafra. We are dissecting the zoo, exposing the fraudulent foundation of the British criminal edifice called Nigeria. Criminal edifice, that's what it is. Built for criminals, sustained by criminals, and run by terrorists. That's who they are. Mad people everywhere. As they kill them, they are declaring for fasting and prayer. Fasting and prayer. Fulani is acquiring AK-47, fasting and prayer. And because they are talking about fasting and prayer, Mietiala will not speak. This is a Mietiala government, a terrorist government, government of Fulani headsmen. Because this is nothing. But any day you form yourself into a vigilante group like Amoteku, they will start shouting because they know there is no way in for them anymore. But if you say fasting and prayer, when they come and they start shooting the AK-47 at you, they'll ask you, let that prayer save you. That was why they beheaded the camp chairman in Adamawa. Let that prayer save you now. He has AK-47, you have the Holy Bible and your prayer. Let that prayer save you. And the man was slaughtered. They are here calling for fasting and prayer. And I'm saying to Khan this very evening, the only thing that can save you is for everybody to go their separate ways. Once you do that, all this rubbish will come to an end. I've said this, but I'll keep saying it. And when I go back to the US and EU to speak to those that matter, I'll remind them again. This fear that a breakup of Nigeria will lead to a wider regional conflagration of conflict and all the rest of it is pure balderdash. I have said this to them before. They don't want to listen. I'll keep saying it. Nigeria will break and nothing will happen. Soviet Union broke and nothing happened. The only savages you have are the Fulanis. Once you control them, once you contain them in Sokoto, it's over for them. It's over for them. But there are some people looking for elected office. They want to politicians. They're like Hope Uzodinma and all the rest of them. They want the turn of my village. Very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad indeed. Even the man who is responsible for drafting the constitution that empowered all these terrorists, Abdul Salami Abubakar. That is what is paining me about all these Fulani people. They think they're smart. Nigeria is presently at a crossroad with the multifarious challenges confronting. And I'm asking Abdul Salami Abubakar, who created the problems? These people, I don't know how they do this. There is a problem in the country. And I'm asking them, who actually created these problems? Whose responsibility is it to contain the Fulani terrorists? You created the problem. You're asking for people to come together so we can dialogue and find how to end this confrontation when the only people confronting other people are Fulani headsmen. They are the ones doing the killing. It's you that brought in. You are the one that put Sharia in the constitution. No Christianity in the constitution. You, Abdul Salami Abubakar. You are the ones that empowered all the parastatals to basically come from the north, whether educated or badly educated. Like Muhammadu Tanko, the Chief Justice of the Zoo. You people are responsible for what is happening in there. And you're coming out to lament as if there are people that you're struggling with. Of course not. Of course not. You people are the cause of the problem. You created the problem. The problem was created by the Fulani rulers of the zoo. You think you have a sense of entitlement. You can do anything you like in Nigeria. You can kill, you can loot, you can pillage, you can impose. What is causing the problem now? Is it not this Fulanization agenda that Buhari had before he died that Abba Kyari is now carrying out? Is that what you're doing? You're securing Nigeria for Islam and for Muslims, or should I say Al-Majiri, Fulani, all across the whole of Africa. That's what you're doing. And then you're here complaining and shouting about confrontation. You are the ones confronting people. And that is the very gospel truth. That is the very gospel truth. And they are warning. This one is warning, oh, there's going to be civil war. Junai, that glorified Al-Majiri. Maybe the only Al-Majiri who can, if at all he's the one writing all this, who can actually read and write. Why? Because of Amoteku. Amoteku, I think that's the correct pronunciation. He said there's going to be war. Because when he talks about civil war, he is counting on Biafrans, especially Igbos, being able to support the North to subdue the Yorubas. But it's not going to happen. It can never, ever happen. Never will it happen. And they know it very well. I want to defend myself against terrorists. And you're telling me you will go to war because of it. You have not fought this war against the terrorist groups that all of you are funding in the North. This Junaid Mohammed is himself a terrorist. They are the one. And ask yourself this question. How come in Nigeria you have Boko Haram, you have ISWAP, you have Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, you have Fulani headsmen, you have bandits, and you have kidnappers? Only them. Do you think if all these issues, or should I say difficulties, were prevalent in any zone or region, that will allow a president to come from there? To some of the idiots saying that IPOB is stopping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from producing a president of Igbo extraction come 2023. How come Boko Haram, ISIS in West Africa, Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, Fulani headsmen did not stop the re-emergence of Abba Kyari's puppet, Jubril al-Sudani of Sudan? But he's an intellectual. He claims, he's claiming he went to school. He's an intellectual. He can reason very well. Look at how daft they are. Terrorism, the real sponsors of terrorism, people that openly called Buhari their chief negotiator. Buhari that said to Hejrika, an attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the North. None of that stopped Buhari from emerging as president. No, not at all. IPOB fighting for the survival of the Biafran race. He's stopping. He's an intellectual. Tomorrow he will write one garbage again, and idiots will read it. That's how sad they are. They claim they're intelligent, but they know nothing. Junaid Mohammed is claiming that Yoruba is launching civil war. Yoruba wants to defend itself. The daughter of their leader was killed. You're going about raping women, killing people in Yoruba land, and you want them to keep quiet? Do you seriously think that the Yoruba governors are Igbo governors? Is that what you're thinking? Or the so-called South governors? Is that what you're thinking? That you can do whatever you like and get away with it? They waited, and at the last time they launched, they are vigilante. And that is the end of the game. Is over for them in the West. The attention will now turn to the East. They will come because they are desperate. Their brethren are coming in from all over Africa, and they need access. They need control of access to the sea, and they must have it. So that is why they're jumping up and down, because what Amotekun did is to destroy their plans completely. That is why Miyetti Yala is beside itself. They cannot believe it. They never thought that the Yoruba will summon the courage one day to say enough is enough. They never, not in a million years, never dreamt about it. That's why Ohanese and their throne and bush, they sheepishly joined in and said, we are happy now, they have reached an agreement, we are happy. This was what IPOB saw decades ago and tried to implement. He said, no, now look at where we are. A few beheadings here and there, a few killings here and there, burning of villages and communities. If you don't give them money at checkpoints, they kill you there and then, nothing will happen. This is the result of weak leadership, compromised leadership. They cannot speak. Instead, they will kneel down before filthy Alamajiri and be begging to be made governor of a state. Men without shame. Yesterday, they told us that they have reached there's a peace accord now between Shibajo and his 4 Yoruba brothers. That now there is a peace accord, no more, Amoteko is not illegal. But today, the Alamajiri in the government, Alamajiri there at the meeting, Malami, is insisting that it cannot continue because they know that their plans are over. Everything they planned has been destroyed by one simple formation, because all the Europe, not 5, all the 6 governors spoke with one accord, one unity. And that was it. And do you know why they said to them to go to state, to go to your state assembly and try to pass laws? And that's what, you know what they want to do? What Mavi wants to do is, once that process begins, they will start lobbying the lawmakers in the West, promising them presidency, promising them minister, Speaker of the House of Representatives, President of the Senate in 2098. And the idiots, these are black people. They will accept the money and the empty promise, or should I say promises in this case, and they will betray. Once one state votes no, the whole thing unravels. You see, people don't understand Fulani the way we know them. It's a trap. That's what they always do. The same thing they did to us. Oh, come into politics. Why don't you come into politics? Let's play it there. Then they're waiting for you at the Supreme Court. So you can win all you like in your state or in your locality, and they'll just tell their puppet, oh, don't worry, bring it to the Supreme Court. At the Supreme Court, one Kudirat Abdullahi will say no. That somebody that came 5th is now 1st. Well, what will you do? Nothing. You say let's leave it for God, and as Khan will say, let's fast and pray. I'm giving Yoruba free advice tonight. Yoruba, only go to your state assemblies to ratify this if you are sure you will carry it. Because, listen, mark my words tonight. Today is the 24th of January. If one state votes no in the West to Amotekun because they have the money, they can go to China and borrow more money. They can bring more money and promise those people who will give you DSS security, as they did in those days, how they convinced Akintola to fight Awolowo. We'll give you everything you need. Don't worry. We'll even give you houses abroad. If the heat is too much after the vote, you can fly abroad, no problem. That's what they will do. They will target just one state. They will target one predominantly Muslim, Yoruba Muslim state. They will get that House of Assembly to say no. Once they do it, the whole Amotekun unravels legally. I'm giving them free advice tonight. Do not go to your state House of Assembly. If you do, make sure that you have the numbers, or else this whole Amotekun thing will be unraveled. Because the argument that Malami is making is that it is not backed by the weight of law. But the contention is very simple. You don't need the backing of the law to protect your life. You don't need it. Somebody is coming, raping your mother, abducting your wife, and you be on the phone calling the speaker of Abia State House of Assembly. Speaker, make a law to enable me to defend my family. Does that make any sense to anybody? The Yorubas are saying that you're coming into their land and you're destroying their way of life. You're killing people. They are stopping it, and you're asking them to go and get the law to back them. Can you believe such rubbish? And they've gone ahead and have done it, and you're threatening war. Go let Fulani go and fight Yoruba now. Let's see. Go and fight them now. Is it to be shouting war? Go and fight them. Let us see. An order will be given. You know that no Yoruba in the army will fight their people. No Biafran in the army. No Biafran will issue the order on radio Biafran. No Biafran in the army will go to Yoruba land and start killing people. For you, Fulani. It's not possible. You think you're smart. You are smarter than you are. No room for Amotekun in Nigeria. The federal government is